like, what the hell is going on? That all these players, like Liverpool was an absolute. Let's not get crazy. Here we go. 3-team teaser. 08. They just don't give a shit. Yeah. So. Welcome everybody.
Welcome back everybody to another episode of Football Prediction with me and teacher Marks. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm hot, but I'm excited.
You're hot, but you're excited.
It's still cooking here in Bangkok. Got some great Premier League games to talk about this weekend. The season, I mean, there's only 3 match days left.
I think.
I mean, man, it is coming right down to the wire. Top of the table, bottom of the table. It's a wonderful, wonderful season.
It is.
We got to jump into the Premier League. There's a lot to cover. A lot to talk about this weekend.
I'm gonna open some fixtures as well.
Open them up. Well, I know that the early match tomorrow, the 6:30 p.m. kickoff here in Bangkok to start the weekend, is Leeds United at home against Newcastle United. What do you think about this?
Newcastle just goes to.
They lost to Arsenal last weekend.
An absolutely phenomenal form against Arsenal.
Yep.
It is, what is it, 2-0?
2-0.
2-0 against Arsenal.
Newcastle did play well in that game, but Arsenal were just a little bit too good. Leeds, on the other hand, put in a very respectable performance against Manchester City. They lost 2-1. They battled in that game.
I mean, Sam Allardyce is playing.
Big Sam at home, first match. I'm going for a Leeds win.
You're going for Leeds win?
I'm going for a Leeds win, man. I am. I've got a feeling I'm going for a Leeds win.
I'm going for a draw, guys.
Okay.
I think this has got a draw written over it, to be fair. If you think Big Sam could do it.
So, I would agree. This game does have draw written all over it. Under normal circumstances, yeah. Leeds have 3 games left. That's it. They have 3 games to save their fucking season. Mm-hmm. A draw ain't going to cut it. It is not going to cut it. Like, Big Sam isn't going to be able to play Big Sam traditional football in this game. They're going to have to open up a little bit. They're going to have to push a little bit because they've got to win this game. That's it. They've got to win it. Forest won last week. Everton won last week. Leeds United have to win. It's a home game. I know Newcastle are very dangerous, but I think that Leeds will have the motivation and they'll find a way to win it.
What do you think the score's going to be?
2-1.
2-1.
2-1 Leeds.
I'm going for 2-2.
2-2, man.
4 goals happening. I mean, lately in this season, in this time,
yep,
there have been loads of goals in one match.
I know.
Loads of goals being scored in one game.
Well, that Monday, that bank holiday in Monday in England that just happened with those 3 games, 21 goals. That was incredible, absolutely incredible. And that Nottingham Forest Southampton game, that might have been the game of the season, the Premier League. That was unbelievable.
It is.
The excitement, the entertainment of that game was awesome. Okay, I'm going for a lead. You're going for a draw. It's a tough one to pick. What do you think about Villa at home with Spurs?
Spurs, I'm sorry, but you're having no chance. Absolutely
Spurs
no chance.
beat Palace last weekend.
It's Crystal Palace.
I know, it's Palace.
We're talking Villa here.
Villa at home. I'm going for a Villa win as well. Surely this is a Villa win.
This is 100% Villa win. Absolute Spurs, no chance.
Absolutely, I'm going for a Villa win in this game. I'd feel comfortable getting my money on Villa.
Right.
Spurs, I know, they beat Palace 1-0. Fair play. It was a clean sheet. They battled. They fought hard, but I still think that they're toxic. I still haven't seen enough from them. And I think Villa are a good bet at home.
What do you think the score's going to be?
1-0 Villa. I'm just going for a 1-0.
1-0?
1-0, yeah. Spurs are going to battle. They'll battle, but I'm going for a 1-0 Villa.
I'm just going to go for 2-0.
Yeah. Harry Kane's been scoring some goals recently, but I'm going to go for a Villa win and a clean sheet.
There's no way Spurs are scoring this game because they just couldn't score. But to be fair, good credit to Harry Kane though. He just scored a banging header against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, he scored against Liverpool in the 4-3, and then he scored against Palace as well.
But we're talking Aston Villa here. I think they're not going to score.
Yeah, not gonna score. No, I agree. I'm going for a Villa win. Harry Kane will not score.
So it's going for 1-0. I'm going for 2-0.
Yeah. Chelsea, Nottingham Forest.
Chelsea and
Stamford Bridge. Forest coming off that incredible win against Southampton the other night. Chelsea won as well. Their first one under Frank Lampard over the weekend. They got their first win. What do you think about this one?
I like Super Frank. I like Steve. I like both of them, but this is, you gotta choose one, right? This is Chelsea at home.
Yep.
Forest conceded a lot of goals this
They've
season.
Conceded a lot of goals. I know.
It's around approximately 2 goals per game.
I know.
2.5 goals per game.
A lot, man.
And then I think Chelsea
can't score though. I mean, you're talking one team that concedes, one other team that can't score. Chelsea did score 3 in their win last weekend, which was against Bournemouth. I'm going for a draw in this game. I think Forest are desperate. Their last 2 games are Arsenal and Crystal Palace. They'll see this game as, okay, Chelsea aren't your normal Chelsea. We might be able to get something from this. I think they can. I'm just going to go for a 1-1 draw.
I don't think Chelsea's going to win. From their last game against Bournemouth, I think that's going to be the thing that will give the player the boost. And the Frank Lampard stuff as well. From Frank Lampard, I think Super Frank's going
to get a win.
He's going to get a win.
I'm not putting any money on this game. I'll tell you that it's too difficult. Forest, like you said, give up too many goals. Chelsea can't score goals. Both teams are coming off of a win. Forest are desperate, but it's at Stamford Bridge. I ain't touching this game, but I am going to go for a draw.
I think Super Frank's got it.
Okay.
Super Frank's ritual's coming in.
Okay. What do you think for a score?
2-1?
2-1, yeah.
2-1.
Could be.
Just nicked it.
Could
Chelsea
be 2-1.
just nicked it.
I'm going for a 1-1, but I ain't putting any money on it.
You ain't putting any money on it?
No,
okay.
This one's tough for me.
This one's super, super risky, but if you guys want to follow us, well, I would go for Chelsea win. But he would go for a draw. Your choice.
Your choice, yeah.
Your choice.
Maybe do some research on this one. Look into it, and maybe there's something hidden in the statistics to find advantage. I can say the game earlier this year at Forest, I remember it did finish as a draw. It was a 1-1 draw, the earlier game, which was in January at the City Ground. So maybe it could be a draw again. Let's see.
But I think Super Frank's got it. Super Frank's ritual's coming in, baby.
All right. Next one I want to talk about. Crystal Palace home with Bournemouth. What are you thinking about this?
This could be the most entertaining game of the night.
This is a tough one to call, man, as well.
It is, because
Bournemouth are in good form, but they did lose to Chelsea last week, and Palace lost to Spurs. Palace are at home. They've been really good at home under Roy Hodgson. I'm going for a Palace win.
This could be a draw, I was thinking about a draw.
It could be a draw also, yeah.
I would say 2-2 draw, though. 4 goals in this game.
It's a good call, 2-2. There's going to be goals for sure. There's going to be goals.
If you guys want to see a game with goals, this is it.
It's 2 teams that are playing pretty well right now and 2 teams that are safe. I mean, both these teams can say, fuck it, let's go for it. There's absolutely no reason why this should be a boring game. They're both safe. They're both playing pretty good football this springtime. I think they're both gonna put in a good performance. 2-2 is a good prediction.
I think so.
I'm gonna go for 3-2 Palace.
Just nicked it.
Wow. 3-2 Palace.
That's a good call as well.
Damn, this one's a draw. It's a tough game to pick.
It is a tough game to pick.
Very tough.
It is, especially this week. The game is very tough.
I know there's some tricky ones to call, man.
But guys, don't worry. I already do my ritual stuff, so so maybe I'll pick the right.
So you're thinking draw for this one?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a draw. So yep.
Score draw 2-2. That's not, man. I got to stick with Palace. Palace for a win.
I do like Roy Hodgson, though, but you guys just gotta accept it.
You gotta accept it.
You gotta accept it.
All right, next one we're gonna get to and cover. Interesting game. Manchester United at home against Wolverhampton. What the hell do you think is gonna happen in this game? Manchester United simply cannot score a fucking goal right now. They can't.
They can.
1-0 to West Ham lost. 1-0 to Brighton lost. 0-0 to Brighton, 120 minutes in the FA Cup semi-final. Couldn't score a goal. They had an ugly 0-0 with Southampton a few weeks back. They just can't get the ball in the back of the net. They've been relying on Marcus Rashford all season. He was scoring their goals for them. But the last 6 weeks, Marcus Rashford has lost his form. He's not playing well.
His job.
He's not playing well. So now that Rashford's not scoring, Man United can't score. The problem is Wolves aren't playing well right now either. They're not performing at a high level. They're safe. They know they're safe. They're a classic case of a team that's already on the beach. They're on holiday. They don't really have the energy to perform. What do you think of this game?
Well, I think if Man United stopped playing like they play against West Ham, look, How many times they've shot from 30 yards? How many times they have a chance to shot from 30 yards?
Yep.
How many chances they have? They I don't want to say waste a chance, but if you have a chance, just give it a hit.
Just give it a hit.
Just give it a hit. But it's just too much. Just you're already conceding 1 goal. You're just gonna keep passing, find a way to score goals, find a way to shoot. Not just like fuck it, I'll just hit it from here.
Hit it from here, yeah.
So
I know what you mean.
And Jose Sa, he's a decent keeper as well. So I think if you do this against Wolves, I mean, you're not gonna score, mate. You're just gonna.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna go for a draw.
You're going for draw?
Possibly a Man United win. I don't see Wolves winning it. It's at Old Trafford. It's the perfect game for Man United to kind of get going again, get their form going again. But I have it's a situation where for Man U I have to see it before I believe it, and I just don't see it right now. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
You're going for a 1-1 draw?
1-1 draw, yeah, 1-1 draw.
Go for Man United win.
Man United
1-0.
1-0, it could be. I'm staying away from this game. I don't like it. It's a tough one to pick. It's 2 bad teams right now. Yeah, 1-1, but 1-0 is definitely a good pick as well. This one could go either way. But I'll go for 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw, okay. Next game.
Southampton home with Fulham. Southampton are done. They're gone.
They are.
Fulham, they've had a hell of a good season. They're safe. They want to finish in the top 10. What do you think?
I think Fulham's going to beat them.
Me too. I
think Silva's got some.
I think this is a Fulham win. Southampton, they gave everything the other night against Forest, but it wasn't enough. That was their last chance to stay in the Premier League. They couldn't do it. They're done. Southampton, to be fair, they've scored a shitload of goals this season. They had a 3-3 with Spurs, a 3-3 with Arsenal. They had a 4-3 to Forest the other night. Man, like these guys have been banging the goals all season, but their defending has really let them down, man.
It really sucks.
Their defending is awful. Sucks. It is awful.
And their
awful
keeper
defending.
as well.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, this is a Fulham win. Fulham win. I feel comfortable about this. I think Fulham are going to finish in the top 10. Fulham will want to finish above Chelsea.
Above Chelsea?
Yeah. There's kind of a mini West London table right now between Chelsea, Brentford, and Fulham, the 3 West London clubs. And I know that Fulham would love to finish on top. They would love it to finish on top of Brentford and Chelsea. I'm going for a Fulham win.
You're going for a Fulham win?
Fulham win. Yeah, Fulham win.
What are those scores? I'll go for 2-1. Oh, actually, I'll go for 3-2.
I guess 3-2. Let's do it. 3-2.
Let's do it then.
3-2 Fulham.
3-2 Fulham.
I'm going 3-2 Fulham, baby. That's it. So
Right.
3-2 Fulham.
3-2 Fulham.
London derby. Brentford at home with West Ham. West Ham coming off the big win the other night, or in the Europe Conference last night against AZ Alkmaar. What do you think about this?
I think this game, West Ham to the field of fatigue.
Yep.
They are going to, especially Declan Rice. He plays. Oh my God. And
Yep.
Actually, they just had like 1 day rest in it.
Yeah, I mean they had that. They put out a lot of energy to beat Man U, a lot of energy to beat Alkmaar
because they concede first.
Now they're playing away to Brentford. I like Brentford in this game, man.
You like Brentford?
I do. I like Brentford. London derby. I'm going for a Bees win.
You're going for the Bees to win.
I'm going for the Bees to win. Yep.
Going for a draw, guys.
Draw's not a bad pick either. Draw. It's not. West Ham have shown a lot of courage in recent weeks. They've had some tough games, some tough losses where they've battled. They've picked up a couple nice wins recently. They've got a lot of heart. Just think Brentford are going to get them.
This could be the game. I think it could be a 0-0.
0-0.
It could be a 0-0.
Yeah, I'm going 1-0 Brentford.
You're going for 1-0. I'm gonna say this. It's 0-0.
0-0.
0-0. All
right. Let's just get to it. What I feel is the big match of the weekend. Right. You and I were talking about this before we were on camera. I've got a lot to say about it. Everton at home with Manchester City. Everton, holy shit, man. Okay, Brighton should be ashamed of themselves for that game the other night. It was a shameful display from them. They gave up the goal after 1 minute, playing a ridiculously high line. And Brighton pretty much said, okay, we gave up 1 goal, big deal. We can go back and score. And they didn't adjust. They said, we're going to keep our high line. Mm-hmm. You got 1 lucky goal on us. Guess what? Everton goes down and scores a couple minutes later because of that same fucking high line. Now it's 2-0. Yeah. Brighton still refuses to make any changes. It happens a third time. Brighton are caught out by playing a ridiculously high line by Everton, and Everton are 3-0 up, and it's good night, thanks for playing, and it's done. Even at halftime, when Brighton could go in and make some changes, they refused to do it. The game reeked of arrogance from De Zerbi. Yeah. I thought it was an arrogant display from their manager. Refused to adjust his high line, even at halftime at 3-0 down. Everton hit them for 2 more in the second half because Brighton didn't change their tactics. They lost 5-1. It was a shameful display from Brighton, absolutely shameful. Fair play to Everton. A lot of heart, a lot of discipline, great tactics. They deserved their win. I thought it was shameful from Brighton. City gave a lot of energy against Real Madrid the other night. This game's at Goodison Park. Goodison Park is going to be absolutely on fire in that game. What do you think is going to happen, man?
Just one thing to say, screw Sean Dyche, screw Everton. I mean,
Everton have 32 points.
I know, but
they're going to need. They have 3 games left. I think they need 36 to feel safe, which means they need a win and a draw from their last 3 games. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
I'm going for City win, and I'm just not going to go for
City to win.
I'm going for 5-0.
5-0.
5-0.
That is madness. Absolute madness.
5-0.
5-0. This is Everton that are, man, like these guys have confidence right now. That win the other night, they're going to say, we can do anything we want. They're going to have that home support behind them. Mm-hmm. You're going for a 5-0.
Yeah, I'm going for 5-0.
If that hits,
I'm going on a TV show. If that hits,
if that hits 5-0, I can't. I would have to respectfully disagree with you on that. I've got too much respect for Everton and the history of the club and what they're trying to do and how desperate they are playing at home with a rabid home support behind them. Mm-hmm. Man City having to play Real Madrid in a couple more days. Yeah, I'm going for a draw.
I'm going for 5-0, guys.
5-0, okay, 5-0. Well, let's see how it plays out because that's going to lead me into my next game. I thought Brighton were pathetic against Everton. I thought they should be ashamed of themselves. That is one of the least disciplined, poorly managed games in the Premier League this entire season. Arsenal are going to smoke them. I'm going to go for a 4-0 Arsenal win over Brighton.
Really?
Arsenal are going to absolutely hammer them.
I actually don't think so.
I think Brighton. I think whatever magic Brighton had, and they had a lot of magic this season, was wiped out in 90 minutes by Everton. And Arsenal are going to hammer them.
I don't think so. I think the Serbi's going to come back. Well, I think he was a great coach, because he's Italian, and the football he's playing wasn't like Italian style at all. He was like the new kind of style of Italian football. He wants to adapt it, and this is what happens when he comes to Brighton. I think Brighton's gonna could be I don't want to say this, but it could be a draw.
Well, they played earlier this season. Mm-hmm. Arsenal beat them 4-2, but it was an amazing game. It was a classic. It could have went either way. It was some beautiful, beautiful football being played. I don't want to be too hard on Brighton. I just thought what I saw from them against Everton in that game on Monday, I thought was ridiculous. Absolutely, it was suicidal football. We can say borderline pub league. That's how bad it was. I've seen better tactics from pub league managers than from what I saw against Brighton, against Everton. The arrogance of that high line and refusing to adjust it just blew me away. Arsenal win.
What about the scores?
4-0.
Oh, God.
4-0.
4-0?
4-0. Yeah, 4-0, man. I have zero confidence in Brighton right now. I'm going for a 4-0 Arsenal.
Okay, 4-0. I'm going to go for 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay. 1-1 draw.
That's it. No more than that.
Man.
1 for Arsenal only.
Well, let's see. Let's see how it plays out. If Arsenal do draw and Man City win, like you say, I believe Man City will be champions. If that happens, I'm quite sure if a Man City win, because they should be. I'll have to look at the table just to confirm that. But let's just take a look at that. How it looks. No, they will not be champions, but. Because they still have to play that game. Super close. Yep. One more game to get to. It's one we mentioned as well. I'm staying away from this game. Liverpool and Leicester City. That's going to close out the match day. It's at the King Power. Again, I just hammered Brighton. I was hard on them. I've got to come back and hammer Leicester City as well. That was a pathetic display on Monday against Fulham. Absolutely pathetic. They looked like they didn't give a shit. They didn't care. Here's the thing. They were 4-0 down. They got the penalty at 4-1. If they make that penalty came at 65 minutes. If they score that penalty, 4-2, 25 minutes to play, they scored the last 2 goals, we could be in for something really special. Instead, it's a pathetic penalty that Leicester takes. Again, the pathetic one against Everton the week before that James Maddison missed. And then this one as well. Jamie Vardy missed this one. And now you're looking at 2 key penalties that Leicester City have gotten the last couple of weeks. They've missed them both. And at that point, there's no way back. Fulham scored the next goal to go up 5-1. Leicester City pulled 2 back, including 1 penalty, which they did finally score. Mercifully, they scored a penalty. But that was in the 95th minute. It finished 5-3. Leicester City looked awful. They looked awful. I have no confidence in them. Liverpool, for me, are so interesting right now. They've won 5 straight, 15 from 15. The last 4 have been by 1 goal. They beat Forest, Spurs, Fulham, and Brentford all by a single goal. They haven't looked particularly good in any of those 4 games. This game's at the King Power. Leicester City are really, really desperate. It's last chance time for them. I'm going for a draw.
I'm telling you right now, there is no chance for Leicester.
No chance?
Absolutely no chance for Leicester.
Do you think they're going down?
Could be. I don't want to say it, but it could be. It is very hard to call.
It's so tough because we know Southampton's going down, but between Forest, Leeds, Everton, and Leicester City, 2 of those 4 are going down. And a lot of it's going to depend on these games this weekend. A lot of it's going to depend on it. I've just got a feeling Leicester City are going to get something in this game.
Scores.
1-1.
1-1.
1-1. I'm going for a 1-1.
I think Liverpool's going to hammer them 3-0.
3-0?
3-0.
Let's see if Liverpool do you think Liverpool have any chance at the Champions League top 4?
I'm very sorry.
I don't, because I don't. Yeah, neither do I.
Sorry,
because Man United still would have to lose 2 games or have a loss and a draw, and Newcastle would also need a loss and a draw,
well, this
2 losses.
This week is their chance.
Yeah, it's not. But for me, I don't think they can finish top 4. There's Man United have to play Wolves, Chelsea, and Fulham. As far as I'm concerned, they're going to win those games. Maybe 1 draw mixed in there, but they're going to beat Chelsea. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
They're going to beat Chelsea. They have to play Bournemouth as well. They have Bournemouth. They'll probably be Bournemouth. So I think Man United will do it. Newcastle should do it as well. So no top 4 for Liverpool.
Okay.
No. 1-1. I'm going for this.
You're going for 1-1.
Man, but you could be right. I mean, it's one of those that's tough to call. I'm staying away from it. I'm not putting my money on it.
I'll go for 3-0.
3-0. Okay, so let's kind of get serious about where we're really going to have our money at this weekend. Let's just kind of recap and where we're getting our money in at.
All right, here we go.
Okay, what do you really feel good about?
Feel good about City?
Man City over Everton.
Man City over Everton.
Okay, Man City over Everton.
Aston Villa over
Spurs. Okay.
Aston Villa over Spurs, and it's going to be 3-team teasers, guys.
Yep.
So one game, if you really want this odds to go up, it's up to you if you guys want to trust me, but Chelsea to win.
Chelsea to win over Forest.
Chelsea to win over Forest.
Yeah,
that's my 3-team.
Your 3-team teaser, honestly, it's a good shout. I am going to go for an Everton draw with City. I guess this is going to be my 3-team teaser. This is what I'm going with.
All right, here we go.
I'm going with a Fulham win over Southampton.
Okay.
I'm going with an Arsenal win over Brighton.
Okay.
And I'm going with an Everton Man City draw. And I might even hit a double chance on Everton to win that game.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Manchester City are not leaving Goodison Park with 3 points. It ain't happening.
It's happening.
It ain't happening.
It's happening.
I've got one of those feelings.
Come on, man.
I've got one of those feelings, man. They ain't leaving with 3 points. It is not happening. I don't see it. I'm going to go for a 1-1. So that's my teaser. But some other games I do feel really, really good about. I feel really good about Villa over Spurs. That I feel good about Leeds United over Newcastle. I've got a feeling about Leeds over Newcastle. I feel good about Brentford over West Ham as well.
Okay.
I like Brentford over West Ham. Let's finish with that. That's what I feel good about. Those are the games.
That's it.
So those are my teaser: draw Everton City, win for Arsenal, win for Fulham. I feel good about side bets, some good money. Villa to win, Brentford to win, Leeds United to win.
Okay.
I'm excited.
You're excited. Neither do I. I think this week is going to be great, and we're going to win some money, I guess.
I hope so. Let's see how it plays out, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back very soon to recap the Premier League, and we'll be back to talk about the Champions League coming up next week.
So, hope you guys are enjoying
Get those
the
bets
video.
in there.
Get
You got some good advice from Teacher Mark, some good advice from Fasai. We didn't see eye to eye on everything, so that means you're going to kind of have to maybe read in between the lines, do some research on your own, see what you feel good about, see what you think. But I think we've given everybody out there a really good template to make some money.
Sweet
money. Just make sure you get that action, get that money out there, and if you don't put it down, you can't win.
You can't win. Just take actions, guys. Come on. Not that hard.
Let's do it. And we'll be back soon.
We'll be back soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
We loved it.
Subscribe, like, share, comment down below what your thoughts. And be sure to share this video to your friends.
Oh yeah.
So they can win some money.
Oh yeah. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy the game.
Adios.
Adios.